Hello, everyone. Once again, this is Dare to Speak, and this is my 200th video. And my God, I cannot believe that I made it up to 200 now. My 200th video, and today I'm going to be talking about a very good subject on this video. Okay, I want to start off by saying that so far with this virus epidemic that's going around, and people like before, like I demonstrated before, wearing these been noticing that more and more people are wearing these just by a little. It's not a massive amount. It went from a certain amount of people wearing them, and there was a lot of people that weren't. And then now it slowly increased a little bit. But there's still a lot of people that are not. But what I've been noticing, that people are going along with keep yourself at a distance from the next person from 6 feet, 6 feet away, no closer than 6 feet. And people are doing it. I noticed that people are doing it. And, pardon me just for 1 second. And the thing about it is, things are pretty much getting so-and-so kind of like, because everybody's mostly staying home. There hasn't been that much or hardly any kind of social gatherings because of this virus. And of course I couldn't get close to that guy that was singing. But again, for those of you who haven't seen the video, he has an awesome singing voice. The guy that I was recording when I was walking behind him. But anyways, I did a video earlier about my suspicion that the coronavirus is a result of the chemtrails that I've been noticing for the past couple of years, or at least the last 2 years, especially during the summer and also the fall of 2019. And my suspicion's leaning more towards that. I don't think it has anything to do with coming from China or anything like that. I believe, suspicion-wise, that it has to do with the chemtrails. Now, from what I heard from different sources, some conspiracy theorists also, that it does make some people sick. It does make a lot of people sick. So I decided to look it up and says, okay, what is it that the so-called chemtrail, aerosol, airborne type of dust or whatever this thing that you breathe in is supposed to do to you? Well, according to conspiracy theorists, it's supposed to cause respiratory problems. And the coronavirus, it actually does the same thing. That's what it does. The coronavirus actually causes respiratory problems. Now you can look at it as a coincidence and all that kind of stuff like that. Okay, fine. But it should get you thinking. There's a possibility that maybe the coronavirus and the chemtrails, how they both cause respiratory problems. And it's affecting people with a bad heart. People have severe asthma, bronchitis, and tuberculosis, or whatever they might have, or from many years of smoking, or whatever. And people that are not, their health is not doing so good. But I have a suspicion that it affects people in different ways. Some people will get sick and die. Some people will get sick for a very long time and then they'll get cured, either by themselves or maybe by a vaccine or whatever they might have to take. But what I've been noticing for the past couple of months now, which I think is very scary, I've been noticing a difference in attitude from some people. I've been noticing that people are getting paranoid. They're getting so paranoid. I mean, aside from doing what is asked to them to do by our own government, constantly washing their hands, constantly putting hand sanitizer, constantly having to put gloves on every little single thing that they touch. I mean, yeah, okay, I can understand that for precaution reasons, because you don't want to get sick. I could strongly understand that. But at the same time, my thing is, I think, in my opinion, I think that is getting a little bit excessive. And people are getting, and some people that I know, that I knew for a couple of years, at least a good 3 years, going on 4 years now almost, their attitudes change. They don't, they get a little bit more irritated. They get, some even argue with someone else over petty little things. And I'm like, I never noticed this person to snap and just go off on somebody. Like, what the fuck is going on? Some people even get more paranoid to the point that they lock themselves in their own house, in their own apartments or whatever, and they only go outside if they have to. I noticed some particular people, not only a couple of them, that they only go out when they need to go buy groceries, or if there's a doctor's appointment, or for whatever the very important reasons, they'll just go out and then just come back, and they would live like a hermit in their own apartment. I just find that a little bit strange, and I do get concerned. And it's also a little bit, I don't want to say heartbreaking, but something's wrong. There's no need for someone to be that paranoid to that level. Another thing that I noticed that, which I hope is not true. I really hope it's not true. They could actually cause some people to, in time, because who knows how much of that stuff they're spraying around in the sky. But if that is the cause, which suspicion-wise I do believe it is, even though it's not really 100% conclusive on what I'm saying, I'm open to the possibility that I could be wrong. I admit to that. If I'm wrong, I will humbly apologize. I would say it's not caused by the chemtrails. It is caused by what they're saying, or what the media is saying is caused by that. I would humbly apologize and admit to it, if that was the case. But until then, I noticed that hopefully this is not true about this part, that it might just cause, just like I would cause people to get sick in one group, another people to get paranoid in another group, and it's very slowly getting worse, that it might also cause insanity in another group of people, because not everybody's going to be affected the same way. some people, even if it's a small majority, like 1/10 of the population in the U.S. or like right now in the U.S. alone, maybe 1/10 of the population is only going to be affected to this level. They might get psychotic and start killing people, or some from what I heard from one source, which it sounds a little bit laughable, but it can cause somebody to go crazy to the point that they become like zombies, like in the movie The Crazies. For those of you who haven't seen that movie, it's a horror movie that in which there was a government experiment in which they're spraying these chemtrails on this one small town that had less than 2,000 people living in that community. And little by little, by degrees, over a period of a couple of, I don't know how long it took, that some people were becoming crazy. They started killing people. They're becoming very psychotic, acting very strangely, and to the point that it became an epidemic. And then FEMA had to come in and kill a lot of these out of control people and take the rest of them into FEMA camps. So to see whether or not they're infected with this thing, and so much crazy shit. That's another possibility of another group of people, but it's only going to be a small majority of them. But whether or not that's the case, I mean, whether it's a small majority or not, I really hope that's not true. But people are being affected in different ways. So if you have any comments, any questions you want to ask me, don't hesitate, and I would like to hear from you very soon. So this is Dare to Speak, and to all of you, be safe, be healthy, don't get paranoid beyond reason. And to all of you, take care.